Hey everyone, and this is Dhruvin, and in this session we are going to talk about how we can call Power BI REST APIs from Power BI Desktop to get all the workspace information. So now let's get started. We all know that Microsoft launched Power BI REST APIs. Now, sometimes there is situation where we need to build some Power BI report based on the API data. So how we can call these REST APIs from our Power BI desktop? We are going to discuss this thing in detail. For this particular sample example, I have taken an example to get all the workspace information from REST API to Power BI desktop. But in later session, we are going to talk about other useful information as well. We will call each admin API from Power BI desktop and build some beautiful report over there. But before that, let me explain you how the basic procedure to call any Power BI REST APIs. Right? First of all, consider this example. This is the official Microsoft documentation where we have the information to how to get all the workspace information over there. And this is the API call. First of all, what we need to do here is just click on try it now option and sign in with our account. So this will provide us one sample access token to us over here. So basically the very first step we need to do here is from official Microsoft site and we will be getting the access token. Just select your account. So here you can see that I am getting the barrier token like this, right? Now what I need to do here is I just need to copy this barrier token from here. Open your Power BI desktop and now click on Get Data. From Get Data, select the web option. So this will open the pop-up like this. Here we need to provide the API URL over here. For that, what we need to do here is just go to your browser. From here, just copy this URL. Now I have copied this URL and now I am pasting this URL over here. Select the advanced option. I am pasting this URL over here. Now I just need to do one option over here. I am just needing one parameter, that is top. So basically I need top 100 workspaces over here. So I am just typing $top is equal to 100. So our API URL will become like this. Now we need to do one more thing over here. We need to add HTTP request header over here. In order to do that, what we need to do here is we just need to type here authorization. And in authorization, we need to pass barrier token. Now, in order to do that, we need to do one thing. We just need to go here and copy this barrier token. I copied this barrier token and now just add the barrier token value over here, right? So this is the static barrier token. We will make that dynamic later. Now just click on OK button. If you prompted with the authentication prompt, just select anonymous and click on connect. This will automatically connect your Power BI REST API. Now here you can see that I am redirected to my Power Query window like this. Now from here we just need to select list from here. So it will open all the records like this. Once we do that, we have the option to convert this list to a table. So just select to table option from here. I am clicking on to table. Once we click on to table, it will prompt this pop-up. Now from here just click on OK. So it has converted my entire column to the records. Now expand this column. So we will be having this many of columns available as expansion. So just click on OK. So this will provide the workspace name and its ID over here. So you can see that currently in my tenant there are 29 workspaces and its ID are available over here. Now what we need to do here is we need to make our token as dynamic, right? But before we do that, let's just make one thing. Let's just provide appropriate name to our workspaces. So I am just providing my query name is get workspace, right? Now after we do that, we need to do one thing. To make the dynamic access token, we need to add one query over here. First of all, go to new source and click on blank query option from there. So this will open blank query pop up to us like this. Now click on advanced editor. So we will be redirected to the advanced editor. Now here we need to provide our code. Now first of all, let me explain you that code to you in detail. So first of all, let me paste my code over here and let me just zoom a little bit. So here first what we need to do here is we need to do, so first of all we need to create a function. So what this function will do is you just need to copy and paste this code. Don't worry, I provided this code on my GitHub account. The links are available in the description box. Now here grant type is equal to password, resource is equal to this API, client ID is the client ID that we copied from the Azure portal. I have shown you in my previous session. So if you didn't get a chance to watch my previous video, please watch that and know how I generated the client ID, means application ID over there, right? Then username and password of our tenant we need to pass here, right? So now let me do one thing. Hope you understand this code. Now let me just copy and paste my actual client ID, username and password, right? Now before I do that, let me show you one thing about the application code. So whenever you registered your Azure application, under the overview section you will be finding your application, means client ID. Just copy that from there and add that in your query, right? Now let me do one thing. Let me just add my username and password over here. So this has loaded this query over here. I just provided my function name as get access token, right? Now once you do that, you need to perform one more thing. You just need to click here and click on advanced editor. Now here we have a code like this. Now what we need to do here is, this is my access token over here. Now I want to make my access token dynamically. So how can we do that? So in order to make this access token dynamically, we just need to remove this static access token from here, and then what we need to do here is we just need to add one % sign over here and make sure that you have space after barrier, right? Otherwise you will be getting an error. Now here we need to call our function get access token. So here just need to type get access token. So it will provide you your suggestion get access token and it's a function. So we just need to provide brackets, right? Now once you do that, just click on OK. So what it will do is it will automatically add your access token over here. Just click on done option. So now it is showing that information is required about data privacy. Just click on continue. Now ignore the privacy level and click on save. So what it will do is it will automatically invoke this function and we will be getting the dynamic access token with our Power BI and we are getting the data like this, right? Now once we load our data, just click on close and apply to save the information. And here it is. The data has been loaded successfully. Now we need to do one more thing here. Let's just check our data. Like, let me just add one table visualization over here, and let me just add my name and ID column. So it is showing my workspace name and workspace ID over here. So this is how we are calling Power BI REST API from Power BI desktop with dynamic access token. So hope this is clear for you now. Now in my next session we will be calling about some other APIs. We will be calling some other APIs from Power BI desktop and develop some beautiful report. If you have any questions, you can add your questions in the comment section. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification to never miss any updates from my channel. Stay connected with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter and WhatsApp. If you wish to receive the daily notification from my channel, click on this link. It will be redirecting you to this form. Fill the form and you will be receiving daily notification on your WhatsApp number. Stay connected with me. Have a great day. Goodbye.